Okay, so I've been going over. I've made a bunch of these things and I've just not uploaded them for one reason or the other. I mean, we're talking crazy stuff, right? But the few people that are listening to me, you know, I know we. Part of the reason I'm doing this is because I've got nobody talking to me, nobody letting me talk this shit out. So I'm. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and upload these. One thing for my son's been watching, and he says we should record our conversations. Well, yeah, we should, but it's usually on the phone or on lunch break. But things are, I don't know. It's crazy. I'm optimistic. This shit has to come down. We cannot continue. Wow, it's just, it has to stop. Now, supposedly, I don't count on anything other than there is going to be a change in power. That's what this is all about, is the power struggle. The people that have been in power behind the scenes are taking it that they have ultimate power, and there's a bunch of us that say, no. No. So, I'm seeing a lot of people that are just, whatever it is that they're seeing that through the illusion, because there's so many different avenues. God, this hair is awful. I haven't had it cut. I was ready to have it cut the morning that that night we locked down. And I can't wear one of those things. It's not good to see your heartbeat. Anxiety is just, woohoo. That's, as an empath, as a person that feels this shit, it's exhausting. But it's changing. Something is definitely changing. So, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Things are going to be different. But everything I've seen, everything I've read, people are ready. Government is the problem. We weren't paying attention and the wrong people got in. The people behind them have always been there. They've always been there. Throughout, whatever it is, you won't know their names. You see their face, the Soroses and the Gateses and those those are just front people. There's something behind them. Whatever. Although it's coming out that building over there in its own little city in Rome, there's, wow. Anyway, in these past videos, I didn't either because they were doom and gloom and I'm not. I'm telling you, I see what it could be. I mean, in these videos, I'm questioning humanity a lot because everything that's happening right now is so anti-human. They've got us all labeled and none of that means anything. None of it means anything. The ones that are causing the problem, it's the same. They're the ones causing the problem. And they're, as I said in one of the other ones, this all that we've seen in the last, especially 20 years, but basically since the guy that tried to warn us about the secret societies was beheaded, it's been in high gear. This has been a very long plan. And they think they've just made it go time. There is no turning back. And we don't want to. It might get a little difficult, but, we're in the storm now. I've been driving myself crazy. I mean, you should see my house. I apologize to Dawn. I'm like, oh my God, the house looks like the inside of my head. I don't even want to be here. And I don't want to be up there either because it's just a whirlwind. But I do see we can be just fine. We just have to hold the line. So, which was the video I made earlier today was, just stand in what you know is right. That's all we've ever been, that's all we can do. We've been made to participate in just absolute madness. And they've created this pretty picture, but no. No. And a lot of people are now seeing through that. And again, those are the people that I'm worried about that are snapped out of it like that, because knowing how it's it makes you sick to have this awakening that, oh my God. And I worry about the immediate. We got to help each other. This has been done against all of us. And it's going to take all of us to fix it. I don't know what to do about the kids that are so completely, they're mesmerized. They've been programmed. Absolutely, literally. Regular TV was on earlier, and oh my God. Don had the ball game on, and the commercials were bad enough, but then the news came on, and I'm like, no, that's not. And then the tearjerker stories, and oh my. And there's some people that's their only connection to the outside world. They don't, it's kind of daunting, but I believe in real humans. And I believe there's more of us. And together, we are stronger. And whatever it is, whatever you want to call it God, okay, fine. The higher power that, if you just pay attention, is talking to you. Just, maybe through a bird or a bee. You just got to pay attention to those little synchronicities, those little coincidences that make you raise your eyebrow. I can't do that on purpose, really. There is something bigger at work here. But, like this thing that we've got playing out on our national stage, you have to go back to the wheat and the tares. You have to be able to see the difference. I'm not big on any of the books. I draw from everything. What feels right to me. I always go back to feeling. There's a lot about all of them that feel right, and there's a lot that feels wrong. And I think the biggest thing about feeling wrong is waiting for somebody, anybody, I don't care who. In my life, I've been very blessed to have good people. But they can't always be there. The only thing that is always there is you. And I was taught that thing within me is God. God is in all of us. Whatever you want to call, I don't personify God. If he's God, if it, her, whatever it is, it can't be one or it's everything. Everything. You couldn't even name it. That thing is in all of us. And we just got to start recognizing that. Yes, we're all different. It's our differences that make us, I hate to sound cliche, but it's true. We're here to learn from each other. About ourselves? Mostly. Most of what we learn is about ourselves. You need others to show you that. Because most of the time what really pisses you off about somebody else, look in the mirror, honey. And we hate to hear that, but everybody on the planet needs to listen to that book. Unfuck yourself. Get out of your head and into your life. And yeah, it's a good message. You know, the biggest problem is how we talk to ourselves, and we are, and I don't know, there's people, I don't talk to myself. Yes, you do. All the time. Thoughts rolling all the time. Most of the time we talk to ourselves very badly. And then we let this happen. We need to understand that we are all we have. And when we're letting all this around us that is affecting us badly because we're being made to participate in it, we got to stop it. Don't participate in what you know is wrong. It's pretty simple. Because not only are you harming someone else, you're harming yourself. And when you look at it as a whole, we're all one. This whole where we go one, we go all thing, well, it's like crawdads in the bucket. When somebody's dragging you down, you're not getting out, are you? Our government has been the source, well, whatever's behind it, but we were supposed to have a government to protect us from that. And they've all been encapsulated in whatever yuck, cancer. It needs to be excised. We need to see it. And that's what's happening. So I'm very hopeful, and I'm hoping that maybe just to hear somebody else speak, we can all get a little farther in this understanding why, what the hell. And again, in that list underneath, it can answer a whole lot of questions. Go to the Truth Stream Media. It's 3.5 hours. And I don't know that I have listened from the forward to the end, because I get so angry at what has been done in the name of psychology and how they've used this to manipulate us every step of the way. And what they couldn't do, with their propaganda and their flashy lights and all that stuff, the amount of chemicals that are involved in this it's pretty dark, and I just couldn't finish it. I mean, and now, when your eyes are open to something like that, she did a video on A Christmas Story. Yeah, look at that. Holy crap. And we've had, most of us have had that done to us, and we do it to our own kids, and we're all traumatized. I mean, we're all damaged from this. It's brilliant. It's absolutely maniacally, just unbelievably evil. Evil's time is about up. Much love.